How's it going? So I got a bit of an unboxing here for y'all. So we're going to be doing a lot of Walrus audio here. I got quite a few of their pedals because I absolutely love Walrus audio. I think I've mentioned this plenty of times before, but they're local to me. So I like supporting local. And yeah, we're going to go right on into the unboxing because their unboxings are very, very similar. I think most of the time they have the same stuff in them. And if not, with me unboxing them all so close together, well, then we're bound to, make this a timepiece, aren't we? So let's see here. It comes up with their, it has the symbols for their slow. They call it the slow pedal. And their ARP 87, which is one of the pedals I got too that I'll be doing later on. But it's actually pronounced slaw. I've asked Ola England himself. But I guess it's their pedal, so they get to call it whatever they want. Ooh, all right. Hey, I love you. Have we gone down this path before? I'm starting to really feel the love here. All right, so there's a sticker. Of course, we get to the main chunk here, which I'll get to afterwards. So, what else do we get in this box? I can't really see. I'm gonna use. Oh man, that's actually cool. I like their instruction booklet here. And of course comes with a pick and I think a car decal. Yeah, and a card. Oh wait, what's this card? Warranty registration. Well, that's different. I don't remember getting a card like this. I don't think I got a card like this last time. So, very, very cool. Very cool card. I bet this doesn't show up, does it? Yeah, no, it won't show up on that camera with the green screen. Okay, so that's super cool. And then we get the typical Walrus audio pick. I'm going to have a ton of these by the time all this is done. And then what's this in the bottom? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Oop, if I don't beat the crap out of the camera. What do we have here? What is this? 2022 catalog. Okay. Yeah, I always like seeing the catalogs. This is going to be a timepiece because if I buy all their pedals up before a certain amount of time, I'm not, well, I guess there's always, if they always come out with new pedals, then I guess then it'll always come with a new catalog, won't it? Yeah, I absolutely love all this. Whew, so many pedals to get, guys. Now let's open up the pedal itself because we all want to see the pedal. There's a little gunk on here. I don't know where that came from. Probably a piece of cardboard or something. Of course, it always comes in a bag. I love their bags. They're great. I've been using them for patch cables and stuff, but now we get to see the beauty. Oh, lots of dust on it. Like styrofoam? I don't know if it's styrofoam or what. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's go ahead and put it down here. Wow. Look at that. That's probably, man, that really matches just the background of this. This Linus Tech Tips mat. Man, that matches really well. Not just that, though, but that looks absolutely beautiful. That's probably one of the best looking pedals of artwork I've seen. I mean, I just like it with all the colors and then on a black background. That was really classy. Really, really classy to do. What is this here? That's some finish or something weird there. Huh. It's like glue. Is it glue? I don't know what it is. Very strange. Oh well, doesn't matter. As per usual, you get the nice stamped symbol in the back on the bottom there, but man, that is just gorgeous. Just a gorgeous pedal. I'm glad that the camera picks it up this way. That looks incredible. So it is a flanger. It's called the Polychrome. And with that, we are going to be reading what it does. So let's see here. You open it up. It has the like the iguana that is malleable to its environment, blending into its surroundings for harmonious. Let's see if can I read this on the camera? Harmonious balance or standing out with vibrant confidence. The Polychrome Flanger is a uniquely colorful tool for adding modulated textures to great songs. So this is going to be very interesting. The Polychrome Flanger is a true bypass analog flanger, pulling in familiar layout controls from the Julia and Lillian dial. Dial in a wealth of colorful flange with the DFV. So dry, flange, and vibrato. Interesting. So it's another vibrato. Blend knob and the shape and the voice switches. So just like the Julia, their chorus pedal, it is going to be, wow, that's a little wild. It's going to have that vibrato switch in it, or vibrato knob. So the rate, I'm going to read it up like this because, guys, I just can't. I can't read it through the camera. Rate sets the LFO rate from, actually, here we go. I got a better idea. While I'm reading it off, boom, you can see the rate, depth, sweep, feedback, and the DFV right there, shape and voice. So I'll read through them. Sets the rate from super slow, 0.1 hertz at minimum, to about 8 hertz maximum. That is gibberish to me, but I'm sure some of you guys may know what that means. I know it means it goes from slower to faster, from, your tremolo gets slower and faster and whatnot. I get that. I'm just saying I can't quantify how fast a hertz is speed-wise. You know what I mean? I just can't. Depth. Sets the depth of the LFO, which determines the width of the filter sweep. So, like a sweeping knob, kind of like a sweeping EQ, I guess, like on your orange amplifiers, which determines the width of the filter sweep. It's also interactive with the sweep knob. The higher the depth knob setting, the less effect the sweep knob will have. Interesting. Sweep. The sweep knob shifts the frequency range which the filtering is applied. Set to higher settings for tighter, more traditional flange tones. Set lower for deeper flange tones. Okay. Fun trick. If you set the depth knob to 0, you can control the parked position of the filter. Parked. I don't know what parked means. Using the sweep knob for cool notched filter effects. Increase the feedback for an even more dramatic effect. Make sure the DFV knob is at noon to achieve this effect. Okay, we'll try to remember that whenever we go into recording. That'll be interesting. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Feedback. The feedback knob determines the amount of affected signals cycled back through the circuit. Higher settings will result in more serious, more dramatic flanging effect, while lower settings will sound more subtle and similar to a traditional chorus effect. So you can actually use this in place of a Julia to a degree. Or Juliana, whichever one you got. So the shape switch, okay? We'll get to that. The shape switch lets you select sine, triangle, or random LFO wave, modulate the delay line. I do like the random. It's cool. It's unpredictable. I like unpredictable. I think that's a lot of fun. Get this stinking cable out of the way there. Then we got voice switch. The voice switch lets you select between the two voices for the flange effect. In the down position, the flanger is more traditional and full frequency. In the up position, you get more complex and notched flange effect with less low end. Very interesting. Okay. DFV, of course, dry flange vibrato. Lets you blend dry. We all know this. Do we have to go through it? I mean, it's a traditional flange at noon to full pitch vibrato at maximum. Don't sleep on the vibrato sounds in the Polychrome. Set the DFV knob to maximum, feedback to minimum, and voice switch up for some unique pitch vibrato. So it's not just traditional vibrato, it's got a little bit of pitch shifting in it too. So, smart momentary bypass switch. When the bypass switch is in the off position, press and hold to temporarily activate the effect. Releasing the switch turns the effect off. That's super cool. So you put your foot down on it, and it'll play. It'll start playing your flange here. Jeez, if I could have remembered that. It'll start playing the flange, and then as soon as you release it, it turns it back off. That's a really cool feature. I do like the switches here, but you can't tell if it's on or off without, seeing the lights come on. So it doesn't click. It's just as silent can be. Push all the way down, and it's, it doesn't have that satisfying click to it. But if it did, you wouldn't be able to use the switch to hold down. So, these guys are incredibly unique. They can pack so much into one pedal. It's more than, honestly, any other pedal company, in my opinion, when it comes to these size of pedals with the limited knobs that they have. Like, just super cool. Super, super cool. The only one I think that competes really with them hardcore would be Beatronics. And, Beatronics, unfortunately, is in California and not in Oklahoma. So I'm going to side with Beatronics a little bit more often. Or Beatronics. I'm going to side with Walrus Audio a little bit more often, simply because they're local. And I like local. I like supporting my local people. So, yeah, guys, we're going to hop over into the playthrough, and I'll see y'all over there. Alrighty, guys, this has been a long time coming. I have been very, very, very busy and unable to do this video for a bit. I had to wait on the screen to come in, and just time got away from me in general. But hey, I'm here now recording this part. Finally, I'm going to show you the settings I was using for the Van Halen cover I just did. And I absolutely love this setting. You can see where all the knobs are placed. Rate very down low, depth very up high, sweep all the way off, feedback all the way up. The actual flange itself it's about 230. So between the flange and the vibrato, the shape and the voice are both up. I know Van Halen didn't use that much, and I'm pretty sure Van Halen, a lot of people are saying he used a flanger there. More than likely he was using his phaser. That's what I'm thinking of, if I could get my head into the game here. More than likely he was using his flanger effect, or phaser effect for it. In Unchained, the song Unchained. But a lot of people apparently were saying no, he was using a flanger. I don't believe it, to be honest. He was obsessed with the phaser, and I know a lot of people don't like flanger for some reason. I wish I could really tell you the difference between it, but I did not research that before doing this. I've always liked them both. I never really could tell a difference between the two, so you know what? I like what I like, and this thing's cool sounding, so the whole... What I love about this setting isn't even necessarily that you could play Van Halen or anything like that. I just did it because it was like, hey, you know what? It's close enough. It brings out the sound, and I'm just going to do a Van Halen cover because I wanted to. Didn't matter if he used a flanger or not. So what I like about it is when you get it to the right pitch, it'll grab onto a pinch harmonic and... It just grabs onto those pinch harmonics hard. I absolutely love that. That was something I was immediately able to notice that I couldn't do with a phaser. So, you want some wild pinch harmonic stuff that... Just all that stuff with a flanger, those effects, you can get some wild, different effects out of there. Now, I got some of the instructions kind of above my head. I couldn't get all the rest of them. I have the actual full instructions right here. So I'm reading most of the stuff to the right, like voice switch, DFV, which is dry flange vibrato, which is what you see down there in the bottom right, and smart momentary bypass switch, which the smart momentary bypass switch, I'll show you real quick. It's in the off position. You just hold it down. And then you can let it off and it shuts off. So, see what I mean? So you could just leave it on, or you can hold the button and it'll only be on until you take your foot off of it, or finger, whichever one. So pretty cool thing. And then one other thing I did want to show before getting into all that, what the controls and stuff. Fun trick, if you set the depth knob to 0 You control the parked position of the filter using the sweep knob. So to do this, you have to make sure the phaser's at direct noon. I don't really hear too much. Oh, I'm kind of hearing it there now. Okay, hold on. So, for increase the feedback for more dramatic effect. Okay, so let's get this feedback. Oh, feedback's all the way up. It's not super dramatic. Let's turn it down. I don't know. I'm not hearing it nearly as much there. Yeah. It's there. I can tell it's there. It's just not as dramatic as I thought it would be. I can hear it changing. I expected more of like a wah. I guess you could say like a wah. Like just really, wow, that was dumb to do. But anyway, I expected more of an envelope with the knob itself. It's subtle. It's subtle. See, it's, you know, one of those things where you can have not quite a half-cocked wah, but you can get kind of close to that. It's not terrible. It's not something I would see myself using as for a slide effect or anything like that. Now, we know what the rate does, obviously, so let's turn this back on. Do you hear how it just grabs those pinch harmonics? That's just wild to me. That's just cool. That sounds great, and I love that. Now, apparently, the vibrato mode, going into just full vibrato, says do not sleep on the vibrato, because the vibrato here is a little bit more unique than a vibrato pedal. It's got the pitch shifting going on. That's crazy sounding. Well, that's a little odd. Let me, Fast solo's not really meant for something that's going that fast as well. This really takes some more, I don't know. I always feel the faster you go, that's annoying. I always feel the faster that you go when it comes to guitar playing, the slower your rate ought to be. The faster the rate on the pedal, the slower your playing needs to be. So, like, ooh, you hear hear that feedback come in and do that? That was nice. The feedbacking on these knobs are perfect. It's not like the way huge stuff where you feedback it and it really goes into overdrive, or like really just goes too high pitched and it will not stop until you turn it down. This feedback's just right on the edge and it holds it there, and then you play and it keeps going. That's just perfect the way that's set. I love that a lot. You just hear it just hit, it's just right at the top of there. I mean, that just sounds good. I don't know, that's cool. That's enough of that right there. But, oh, how fast can it go? It's like a helicopter. Okay, that can get heavy and cool. Actually, you could use... Oh, maybe bleed? Should I try bleed? That doesn't work. You can't hear the picking. That doesn't work, but hey, that's super cool. You could do some sludgy stuff, though. That's some cool stoner metal right there. I mean, normally you use fuzz and stuff like that, but holy crap, with that sounds like a different way to get some stoner metal. That's cool. The rate's too fast for whenever you flip the voicing down. That's crazy. Not that it's too fast, it's that the rate goes triangle in the middle, I believe. Let me see, and I think triangle just doesn't do it as much. The bottom is like random, and let me make sure that's correct though. Shape switch. You go sine, triangle, or random at the bottom. Yeah, random is bottom, sine is top. So yeah, there's that. That is... Triangle just doesn't pick up the rate as well because it's only 3 instead of 4. And then random goes between 3 and 4, so you can hear it a little bit more. So shape needs to be at the top. That lets you chug down the riffs a lot more, but man, do I ever like it up all the way because it's just creepy sounding. Like, I really like how eerie and wild that sounds. I wonder if I can... That just sounds weird, and it throws my timing off too, but that's something that I could just practice with and get better at. I need to practice that song again. I had it down, but hey, you know what? It happens, but... Doesn't that sound cool, though? I mean, seriously, that's... Turn mostly everything up here. Except for the rate. I guess in order to keep that sweep in all the way, the sweep really's got to be down. Or is it the depth that has to go down? I mean, you can get so many cool tones out of that. That's just neat. I don't know. This is fun to play with. Oh, missed that one. It's just so cool. I don't know. There's not really much that I know what to do with this or to play specifically, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all realize, like, what this thing can actually do. It's great for different effects. I would play this in a, like, just really heavy with the rate mostly up. That sounded wicked. The vibrato on this is not something to sleep on by any means. Like, oh my god. That is probably one of the wildest ones. I don't think I would... Oh, well, no, I don't know. I'm going to shoot this thing out with the small stone. And you know what? I may get the... what's the phaser version that they have with the air? It shows her... It looks like Amelia Earhart. I'll have to remember the name of that. I'll have to get that pedal too. Pit these both against each other. But I think it would be fun to face this against my phaser pedal, my small stone. I think that would be neat. This obviously has way more bells and whistles than the small stone, but the small stone does one thing good, and that's phase. It's pretty much the MXR 80, but with more juice on tap. It's got more. So that's why I picked the small stone over the actual Eddie Van Halen pedal itself, is because, well, small stone does just a little bit more. It has one knob that does everything the MXR 80 does. It has a little switch that gives it just more wet tone, which is really, really cool. So all in all, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little playthrough. I could have done a little bit more on the dry tone, but obviously that would have just been dry signal. I don't think you all wanted to hear as much dry tone. If you all can just imagine me turning down the volume of the phase and having more of your guitar shine through, well, that's what it is. I mean, I'll just show you guys because, you know, somebody's going to be a whiner about it, right? It's okay, though. It's okay. I still care about you. There you go. Now you've seen exactly what it's like through the dry tone. And just pure dry is just... There you go. There's no difference. When it's just on dry tone, it's just on dry tone. You know what I mean? It pretty much just gets rid of any effect. So, yeah. So, yeah, there was really no point in going there. But anyway, I did anyway for you guys. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I know you all probably noticed that I got this brand new Schecter Keith Marrow signature. But, you know what? I'm not really going to review this guitar specifically. It's got Black Winter pickups in it. It's cool. It's great. I don't think I could make an entire video after just talking about this one guitar. But it is an awesome guitar, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. So yeah, couldn't help myself. I had to get the transparent white one. Managed to find it used and got it for a heck of a deal. So there was that, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.